Hey, what's up, guys? David from Unqualified Critics. Thanks for joining us. Today, we have a quick update on the At Games Legends Ultimate. Now, if you've been following this product, you know that you get weekly updates with the Legends Ultimate. It's one of the great elements of this product is that it gets regularly updated and improved. And what that's meant lately is more and more games that you can submit leaderboards for online. So we have a couple new games now participating in the online leaderboard, Lock and Chase and Magical Drop. I like Magical Drop myself, haven't played Lock and Chase, but these are games from that 350 games list that come on the cabinet. You probably have your favorite handful, and so it's nice to know that over time more and more of these are being picked up for the online submission feature. You now can use 2 light guns at a time, which I think makes that feature really complete because light gun games are, for the most part, and it's not all of them, some of them were single player, but for the most part, it's all about playing with a buddy, I think. It's a big part of the fun. I was disappointed to see when that feature was first supported, you could only use 1 gun at a time. Now you can use 2. I've not made the jump to do a light gun mod myself. I'm a little bit nervous about having some guns and cables hanging out of the cabinet. I think it's a pretty good looking machine. I don't really want to mess with that too much. But I know a lot of you are into the shooter games on the Legends Ultimate, and there are a couple really good tutorials on YouTube about how to use this feature. If you've been on the fence before about jumping in, now might be the time, now that you can use 2 guns at a time. I'll put a link below to the aim track kit that you can buy to add to your Legends Ultimate, but consider that if you're interested in shooting games. There were a few add-on games that you could add custom with the USB drive that would crash when you would attempt to save. There's no list available of those games, but apparently they've fixed that. So if you had an issue before where a game you've added to the Legends Ultimate would crash, upon save, you're not going to have that problem anymore. And aside from the usual general performance and stability improvements that we get every week, you can spin the spinner or roll the trackball to switch between these games, which I'm doing now. I'm happy to see this. I've asked for it before, the idea of navigating the menu with the trackball with one of these analog controls, but I have to add, this is probably not the way I would have implemented it. I think the best way to implement analog controls for navigation would be right here where you're on a screen with a lot of different options to pick through. It takes time to hit the joystick, 5 hits at a time to progress through your menu. Be much more helpful if I could use the trackball to roll through these options. That's also true with the on-screen keyboard. Pretty tedious to navigate that keyboard. I'd really like to see the trackball usable for that. But this is definitely a step in the right direction. That's really the point with the Legends Ultimate, I think. It's not really about being perfect out of the box when you first bought it, especially when the product first came out, but it is about ongoing improvement. I can respect that because these guys are spending money and resources every time they improve the cabinet for those of us who already have one. And for anybody who picks one up now, you're going to get these updates right away and you're just going to have a better cabinet. The product really does improve. So these aren't any major updates today, but there's some steps in the right direction. I'm excited to see more games added to that leaderboard list. And for those of you modders, to know that you can run 2 light gun games at a time is pretty cool. All right, so this is pretty cool. You can get 5 free BYOG hours from At Games. All you have to do is submit a photo of a gaming memory you share with your mom to their email, mod2020@atgames.net. I'll drop a link below. Get that out before Friday, May 8th, 11:59 p.m. Eastern, and you will instantly get 5 free BYOG hours. I assume you have to use the same email address that your Legends Ultimate is registered to, but make sure you jump on that. I've seen some interesting comments about the BYOG stuff. I think some people are a little bit annoyed to have to pay money to stream games to their own system. I might agree with that, except you can stream games for free from your local PC on your network. That's the feature that should be free because that's your own computer to your own arcade. It's your own network. That's your stuff. The BYOG is a little different because you're beaming games, in some cases modern games, from their servers, which is pretty taxing from a bandwidth perspective. And so it's going to cost them money to maintain that infrastructure and to service that every month, to deliver that service. So I think it does make sense. It's $1 an hour. You could buy bundles of hours if you sign up for the paid ArcadeNet service, which right now is in beta. It's currently free, but once it switches over to paid, That's a separate service, but it does give you 5 free BYOG hours every month that you have the service. So they're giving you options, but whether or not you think it's cool to pay for it, it does cost something, and there's currently 5 free hours. So definitely encourage you to check that out. Let me know what you guys think below of your Legends Ultimate. Are you guys enjoying it? Are you still playing it as much as you used to? Are you mostly playing games you've added yourself? Are you playing a lot of ArcadeNet stuff? Or do you mostly stick to the 350 games? Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, hit like, and I'll talk to you next time.